Greetings YouTube, Dark Swordsman here, and we are continuing on with Elden Ring. Now I've fast travelled back to this grey site here inside the church, and in today's episode we're going to be going and getting our hands on a few bits and pieces, including a very quick rune farm just to get ourselves started, which will be taking us like over this way somewhere, like far off to the east side of the map, but for now let's talk to this lass here.
A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the witch.
And this is the witch Renna, and this is the start of her storyline.
Atop a spectral steed, and upon looking into the matter, the talk I surmise is of thee. Thou art possessed of the power, no, to call forth a spectral steed named Torrent. As I had hoped, I was entrusted this for thee by Torrent's former master.
Spirit calling bell.
'Tis a bell for calling forth spirits. Summon them with it. From ash and return to the Erdtree, the spirits will obey thine command but briefly, as they recall battles past. Now it is thine, to do with as thou wishest.
Alrighty then, so
Forgive mine intrusion, Tarnished. I doubt we shall again meet. But all the same, learn well the lands between. How long will it be, I wonder, before the Tarnished tire of obeisance to the two fingers?
oh, she's disappeared. Okay. I forgot she did that for a second. Right. So let me just set this up. Okay, so from here we are heading towards that building over there with the statue on the top and the gold tree behind it. You can sprint by pressing circle. And we want to head around the edge of these cliffs because we're going to go and grab a little something that we're going to want, or rather something that we're going to need in order to pull off this little level grind trick. From here we'll drop down, and the reason why we were able to survive that fall is because of this little jet stream thingy here. And then we want to head for this corpse just over here for a gold pickle foul foot. Now don't use that for the time being, just keep it to one side for now. Yeah, alright, tutorials, go away. Might help if I was actually pressing the right button. Ah, damn. That didn't quite go the way I'd intended. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So now the next thing we're going to do is we want to be heading over. Let me see here. We need to be getting to this bit of the land over here to the south. So let's put a marker there for now. So if we head, so here's obviously where we came into this area, because there's the doorway with the lift that we came through, and we're going to be heading east a little bit now. And then once we get so far over to the east, we're going to switch a little bit and go south. Because there's another item, well, I say item, it's a weapon actually that we want to go and grab. We'll skim around him. I can't be fudged to deal with that douche bag at the moment. You can do one as well. There's our next grey site, so we're going to grab that next. So we might as well grab some of these grey sites as we go along. There we go. Okay, so from here we want to now head south. So I'll just remove this waypoint a second. It's always a good idea to remove your waypoints as you're going along, because otherwise you are going to get muddled as hell. Believe me, I've been there and done that, and it's really irritating because then you get confused as to which waypoint you're supposed to be going to. You end up forgetting where some of your waypoints are, so you can see which direction they're in, but you can't tell exactly where the hell you've actually placed it. All you know is the direction that you've put it in. So you end up scrolling through the map trying to find the darn thing. Okay, so we're going to head across this bridge. We're going to have to dodge around a few enemies. Watch out for the crossbow. Ow! Crap. Wow! Okay, that's never happened before. I'm normally a lot quicker at dodging that. That's just... wow. Okay. Let's go to the last site visited. Where are we going? Yeah, that way. Gee whiz, I was not expecting that. Wow. Okay. Clearly I need to work on my dodging skills, that's for darn certain. I chose to spawn back at the grave site because I weren't entirely certain as to where exactly the stake of Marika would be. There's a stone sword key. Obviously you could choose to battle your way across the bridge, but to be honest I kind of feel like it's not a good idea. Just grab this. And then there's another grey site just over here that we're going to grab. Oh yeah, I need to step off the mount, don't I, to grab it. Okay, so once we've grabbed that grey site, we're going to head down. We'll talk to her later. So we're not too fussed about her right now. But what we are interested in is what lurks within the chest sat on this broken down carriage. Those lots should be out of our range, so we won't worry about them too much. Now, why on earth have you just done that stupid friggin' emote? There we go, the morning star. I don't know why it keeps doing silly stuff like that. I'll grab these runes as well while we're at it. Oh, he's still alive, he's still alive! Oh, okay, this was a bad idea, we're not ready for this yet. Okay, retreat! Retreat! Fall back. We'll come back when we're a bit stronger. I will need to go up into that area to get to the great sword that I normally use, or my final great sword I should say, but we're going to be using a different great sword to start off with. Right, so we've got the morning star, that's the other piece that we needed. Now we're going to head north ever so slightly, and then we are heading east again. So let's just get across here. You know what, I might just do away with this knobhead here before I try to cross, because that way I won't get shot in the back. There we go, that should do it. I just prefer not to be peppered in the back, if I'm honest. Oh, I almost forgot about that. Oh, we'll definitely reclaim that. Not that I had a lot of runes on me, but you know, every little helps. Right, so from here we need to follow this path for a little bit. Along this path you might find, I think it's this path, you'll also find two giants hauling along a carriage with a chest on it. At least I think it was this path. It might be a little bit further over, I'm not 100% certain. Oh yeah, there it is. You'll need to kill these giants though to get at it. I wouldn't recommend fighting them at this exact moment in time, because right now we've only just started off and we've got a long way to go. We're still finding our feet a little bit here. So let me just grab that leaf as well. So our next destination is going to take us down into that forest. So we need to find ourselves a safe way down. So if we follow the cliffside, we can drop down here onto this lower ledge. And then from here we can drop down onto this ledge. And then onto this one. And then from here we can go this way a bit more. So what I will do actually is just heal myself up a little bit, because I have taken a bit of damage. Oh, there's another grave site. We can grab that as well actually while we're here. Just going to rest at it to get my flask back that I used. Now one thing I should mention with this particular forest is it is home to some very, very ferocious bears. They hit extremely hard. So if you're going to come through here, enter with extreme caution. Speaking of devils, yeah, I'll get the rest of those items as and when I'm a little bit stronger, I think, because right now I'll get my head torn off. But we will grab this map fragment just here. You'll know when you're close by to it because you'll see the bear scratching at the tree over there. Was that another? Oh no, maybe not. Right, let me just take a look at the map here. So from here we actually want to be going to... Let me see here, I need to just... Yeah, it's going to be... Yeah, that's where we want to be going. Well, probably bypass that actually for a minute. So if we put our waypoint there, use that as a rough guide rope. So yeah, that way. That bit there leads down to an underground area. We'll tackle that another time. We are not ready for that either yet. That's for another video. Well, that's assuming I get that far. I am still a little bit burnt out on Elden Ring, if I'm honest, but I wanted to at least give this a try anyway. So, just grab this. So yeah, I think we're roughly in the right place. Yes, we are. I can see where we are now. I'll grab this grey site here. Which is the third church of Marika. Go ahead and grab this as well. The Crimson Crystal Tear. And Flask of Wondrous Physique. And we also get the Sacred Tear. From here we're going to head out the back here. And then we're going to drop down here and head towards the end of this little stream, and behind the bushes here, right at the back, we're going to find a hidden portal which we are going to jump through. So from here we're going to go and just open these doors. We're not going to be sticking around here for too long, but this is the early level grinding spot that we can do because you've got easy access to it. I just want to grab this grey site a second. There is another one at the bottom of the hill, but the gargoyle that's sat there at the bottom of the stairs, he's particularly violent and ferocious, and I wasn't sure whether I'd get past him or not. I think the gargoyles are one of the very few creatures I've struggled to kill. I think I managed to kill one of them, but that was it. The rest of them quite literally annihilated me. Although I could be wrong. It's been a while since I did a proper full-blown playthrough. Okay. We must have lit enough now to get the round table.
Testing you to determine if the Elden Ring would truly have you, if you had the mettle to endure this long and arduous path. It seems my worries were unfounded. Torrent had your measure from the very start, whereas I merely pretended. There is but one other thing I can do to offer you guidance. I can take you to the Round Table Hall, gathering place of tarnished champions, guided by grace.
We will go to the round table in a little bit. For now we're just going to upgrade our flasks. And we're going to use the Sacred Tear to increase the amount of HP that it replenishes. Right, from here we've got a little bit of a jog to do. Now you might potentially die a couple of times trying to get through here. This dragon can hit relatively hard. He is killable. I've killed him before. Obviously not right now this second. He's not our target. He's just an optional boss fight that we're gonna... Ouch! That we're gonna just run past. Quite frankly, the boss that's after him down here is probably far nastier. The dragon's actually not too tough of a challenge. So here we are at the minor Erd tree, and that is the next boss down there. Well, optional boss. That thing hits bloody hard. I had to summon help up to deal with him. I could not beat him on my own. So unless I can get some help to bring that thing down, it's probably going to be one of those. I just sort of show you guys, and then I move on. Oh crap! Wow, he got me from all the way down there. That's impressive. Didn't help that I got stuck on a tree branch as well, to be fair. And on top of that, Torrent had already taken some damage, which again did not help. But yeah, wowzers, that one stung a little bit. Let's just squeeze past the dragon, hopefully not getting tail slapped this time. Slightly irritating as well, because we were almost at our destination, so to get stuck on a tree at the last second's a little bit irritating, but I guess it is what it is. I'm not going to bother going and trying to get my points back. I only had like, what, less than £1,000 on me, so I don't feel like it's worth it. The amount that we're about to get, on the other hand, will be a lot different. So... Oh, come on! Really? Oh, this is getting annoying now. Didn't help that I lost my bearings for a second as well, to be fair. Well, I say I lost my bearings, I was looking for the way up, because it was there on the left hand side somewhere. Unfortunately those guys decided to get in the way. Later on we'll be able to deal with them easily enough though, to be fair. Yeah, I'm not the greatest at this game. I mean, I can hold my own for the most part, but there are a lot of bosses that I've had to get help with in the past because they've been bloody strong. Like, I've soloed most of the stuff in Dark Souls, but the bosses that I've been fighting in this game, I kind of feel like are in a completely different class. So it has been interesting. Right, I'm just going to run straight past all these twats. And this time we're not going to hesitate at the end here. We're going to drop straight down. We're going to continue all the way through. And then head up here and veer around. And this dragon here is going to be our target. But before we deal with him, we want to go behind him, because ideally, just in case anything should go wrong, we want to make sure we've got the grey sight that's sat literally right behind him, literally only a few feet away. So we'll grab this. And then we're going to switch our weapon out. Now obviously we've got both of these that we could use. Wow, okay, apparently I need 18 dexterity to use that effectively. That's interesting. I wonder if... Go away. Go away, stupid tutorials. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Let me have a look. It was enough to get me one level up. Let me... hold on. Let's see if I can... oops, wrong button. If I use this one up, will that give me the last little bit that I need? It just might. Let's have a look. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Alright. So yeah. So we can go ahead and use the flail at least. The Morning Star, I believe, would have been a little bit more effective. Actually, no, they're both roughly the same. It's just that one's got more physical power to it. Oh, okay, so that one required 12 strength. Okay, well, we'll use this one. Either way, it's still going to be the same anyway. It's the bleed build-up is what we need. Let's get rid of that. We don't need that. And we're also going to equip this one as well and get this one sat at the ready. And what we're going to do is we are going to approach the dragon from this side. Now, he will not fight back. This will be one of the easiest kills you've ever made, and probably one of the easiest hefty amounts of souls you've ever got, souls or runes you've ever got. And we're basically just going to keep striking him. After a while, the bleed damage will take effect, and we'll take a chunk of his health out. So I know it seems like we're not doing that much damage, but we actually are, essentially, with the bleed damage. There we go, there's a chunk taken out. And when we kill this thing, it's going to also take with it most of the dragons that surround it, which is why we get such a hefty amount. There we go, there's another chunk taken out. Actually, this sword's probably more effective than the other one. That's one hell of a chunk we just took out. See, normally I would use the other bleed weapon, but unfortunately my stats aren't quite good enough for it, so this sword will have to do. There's another chunk taken out of him. Takes a little bit of time for the bleed to build up, I guess. Okay, so this is where we're going to use our gold pickled foul foot, because it's going to increase the amount of experience that we get now that he's almost dead. We wait until right at the end, because the effects of it only last for a short period, so we need to make darn certain that we're going to get the kill before it runs out. There we go. We should bag towards 100k. Okay, so yeah, so 92k. If we'd got our hands on the other piece of equipment as well, we could have probably got a little bit more than that, but like the dungeon that it's located in is quite a tough one. The dungeon is nearby, kind of, but like there's other things to take into account with that cave, and we don't want to be dealing with it just yet. We're not ready. But we can at least now go ahead and level up. So I'm going to go probably that into that, and then probably that for that, and then the rest of it I'm literally just going to pour into my strength right now, because I want to be as strong as possible, as quickly as possible, ideally, because some of the stuff we've got coming up is an absolute pain. And I know also the sword that I want to use is also going to take a bit. Right, let's see where we're at. 32 minutes. Okay. I think actually we'll go ahead and wrap things up here. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we're going to wrap things up here for this episode, and we'll continue in the next episode, where we're going to get another map fragment. We're going to take a look at the round table, and we're going to get our hands on my preferred weapon of choice, and probably, if we've got enough time, clear out our first dungeon. So do come and join me for that, and I'll see you all next time for more Elden Ring. Take care.